is Deirdre O'Leary. I'm a professional clarinet and bass clarinet player, and I'm here today on behalf of Music Generation Tipperary as part of the Tipperary's Big Blowout series. That was the start of Gershwin's Rhapsody in Blue, the solo for clarinet that you've just heard. And I'm going to do a little workshop on that if anybody is interested in learning how to do that. It's for levels intermediate and above, but anybody can have a go. So the first thing to think about is choosing the right reed. You want a reed that isn't too hard, quite a soft reed. So a softer reed will allow you to glissando around, it'll allow you to manipulate the sound because it's quite bendy. But if it's too soft, you won't be able to make a good enough sound because you need some resistance so that you can blow hard enough to make a good sound. Usually when I take a reed out of the box, it's still got a little bit of a sound to it. It's a little bit rough, so the first thing I do is I polish it. And then it's time to learn how to do the glissando. So you're going to be glissandoing from a D just over the break. So all your fingers, but not the little fingers, plus the register key at the back. So you're starting there, and you're just going to slide your fingers off and see if you're able to do them one at a time and make it smooth between the D and the E by how you slide your finger, like this. So these ones, the D and the E, are just a slide. But the F up to the G, you can see that the ring is lifting at the same time. So that's really sliding off, but at the same time allowing the ring to lift, these rings to lift very slowly. Because in fact, you're opening this key at the same time. And that's the same for the left hand as well. So you'll just slide those fingers off too. So from a G up to an A. By the time you get to a C, and in fact even for all of this register up here, you're relying much more on your throat and your mouth and your chin than you are relying on the fingers. So let's do a bit of work on that. Let's practice on a high C. So high C is this note here with your register key and your thumb and no other fingers on. And we're just going to play that high C and we're going to lip it down. So it sounds like this. That's all without moving any fingers. It helps a little bit, I think, to describe in words what's happening inside my mouth, but I think it's much easier to train your instincts to do it. So basically, you want to listen to that sound that I've just done, and then pause the video, if you like, and then try it yourself. Try making your sound dip like that, and bringing it back up again. And even if you can just get a little bit of a dip, like that's a really good start, and you just build on that. So I think that might well take you a week, 2 weeks of just practicing sliding one finger at a time and seeing if you can get it really smooth, because at first it probably won't be smooth. At first it will probably break between this, the D and the E. But the more you practice it, the more you'll learn what to do with your mouth in order to make this go really smoothly with your finger. And also practicing the glissandi on the high C. It's the easiest note to do a lip bend on, so it's a good one to start on. And then when you've done that for a week or two, you'll probably find that you can move on to sliding them all. And that will be like this. So you've run them all into one. You're kind of starting to slide the second one when the first one is half off, and same with the third one. So they're all kind of sliding at the same time, and at the same time you're doing that special trick with adjusting your tongue at the back of your mouth, making the space there really small so that the airspeed is a bit different, and dropping your jaw so that it's really loose, and then squeezing it up then with your you're never going to get very tight, but you're going to just go back to normal embouchure, and that's the trick. So now you know how to do glissandi, and you can practice that, and you will probably master it within a few weeks, maybe a couple of months, if you practice it every day. However, you also want to have control over when you bend notes and when you don't want to bend notes, because you don't want to be playing Mozart, for instance, and be landing on every note with a bend. So, for instance, you don't want that kind of thing. You want it to be really clear, every note to stay at the same pitch there. No pitch bends at all. So there are times to put in pitch bends and times when you really want to avoid them. So you can practice scales in octave leaps. That's it. I hope you enjoyed that. Happy practicing.